Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to speak of transformation. We all desire to improve, to grow, to become better versions of ourselves, but often we find ourselves wondering how. The answer lies not in what we can do externally, but what we can change within ourselves. Here are 10 things that will improve you, things that, if applied consistently, will bring about the greatness that lies dormant within each of us. Before we can change, we must first look inward. Take time to reflect on where you are, what you've accomplished, and what you've yet to achieve. This isn't about judging yourself, but about understanding yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and your fears. Only with true awareness can you begin the journey toward improvement. Each of us is here for a reason or purpose. If you are unclear on your purpose, you're like a ship without a rudder. Find your purpose, for it is the compass that will guide you through the storms and calm seas alike. When you align your actions with your purpose, every step you take will be in the direction of your destiny. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you approach life with a fixed mindset, believing that your abilities are limited, you will remain stagnant. But if you embrace a growth mindset, you will see challenges as opportunities and failure as a lesson. Choose to believe that growth is possible at every stage of life. That improvement doesn't stop after one lesson or one success. To truly elevate yourself, you must commit to a life of continuous learning. Knowledge is not just something you acquire, it's something you grow into. Seek wisdom, be open to new ideas, and never stop learning. Every experience, every person you meet holds a lesson for you. We are all human. We all feel anger, joy, frustration, and fear. But our ability to master those emotions, to not be ruled by them, is what separates the average from the extraordinary. Emotional intelligence is a crucial skill that allows you to create harmony within yourself and build meaningful relationships with others. Learn to control your emotions, and they will not control you. Learn discipline and consistency. Transformation comes not from the occasional burst of motivation, but from consistent, disciplined action. It's the little things you do every day that compound over time. Build good habits. Stay consistent. Even when the results aren't immediate, trust that your commitment will eventually yield fruit. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate or hinder you. Relationships are powerful. Build a network of individuals who encourage your growth, challenge your thinking, and push you to be your best. Seek those who are walking the same path as you, and together you will go further. Time is the most precious commodity we have, yet it's the one we often waste the most. Learn to manage your time wisely. Prioritize what truly matters. Say no to distractions and focus on what will take you closer to your goals. Time is not something you can get back, so make sure you are spending it in alignment with your purpose. Fear is an inevitable part of life, but instead of running from it, confront it. Fear often masquerades as a warning, but more often than not, it is simply a sign that you are on the edge of growth. Doubt will try to hold you back, but the truth is you are capable. Believe in your potential and take bold steps forward, regardless of how uncertain the path may seem. Always remain humble, and always practice gratitude. When you're thankful for the small things, you open yourself up to receive even more. Humility allows you to remain teachable, to acknowledge that no matter how far you've come, there's always more to learn. Gratitude attracts positivity, and humility attracts opportunities. In closing, improvement begins with you. It begins with your willingness to reflect, to grow, to act. Embrace these 10 principles, and you will not only improve yourself, but you will also inspire others to do the same. We are all capable of greatness, and the power to unlock that greatness lies within each of us. Self-reflection and awareness are the bedrock of personal growth. Before we can improve, we must first understand where we currently stand. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos of daily life, moving from task to task, chasing after goals without taking a moment to pause and look inward. But true progress begins with an honest assessment of yourself. Take time to step back from the hustle and truly reflect on your life, your actions, your thoughts, your habits. Ask yourself deep, meaningful questions. What are my strengths? Where do I consistently struggle? What makes me come alive, and what drains my energy? This process of reflection isn't about self-criticism, it's about gaining clarity. You cannot transform what you don't understand, and you can't improve what you don't see. Self-awareness brings light to the areas of your life that need attention. It reveals patterns that you may not have noticed before, the unconscious habits or behaviors that hold you back. It shows you what you're doing well so you can build on those strengths, and it points out the gaps, the areas where you need to grow. Without awareness, you're simply moving through life on autopilot, reacting to external circumstances rather than making intentional, informed decisions. Awareness also means recognizing the stories you tell yourself. We all have narratives in our minds. Sometimes these stories empower us, and sometimes they limit us. You must be aware of your internal dialogue and question whether the thoughts you hold are serving your best interest. Are you telling yourself that you're not capable? Are you convinced that success is for someone else? Awareness allows you to challenge these limiting beliefs and rewrite your story. It's about recognizing your potential and stopping the internal sabotage that has held you back for far too long. Once you become truly aware of yourself, your emotions, thoughts, desires, and fears, you open the door to transformation. You begin to see your life from a more honest, objective perspective. This newfound clarity will guide your decisions, allowing you to take actions that are aligned with your true self and your purpose. It is only through self-reflection and awareness that you can break free from old patterns, heal past wounds, and create the future you desire. Self-awareness is not a one-time exercise, but an ongoing practice. A way of living that leads to continuous growth. It's the foundation for everything else that follows. Living a purpose-driven life is about understanding that you are here for more than just existing. Every person is born with a unique potential, a reason for being, and it's this purpose that gives life meaning and direction. Too often, people go through life without a clear sense of purpose, drifting from day to day, responding to circumstances rather than creating their own path. A purpose-driven life doesn't happen by accident. It is the result of consciously seeking and aligning with your true calling. When you discover your purpose, you unlock a sense of clarity and focus that transforms the way you approach everything. Purpose acts as a compass, guiding you through life's uncertainties and challenges. When you know where you're headed, every decision becomes easier to make because it is measured against the core values and mission that your purpose defines. It gives you the strength to push through difficulties, as setbacks are seen as part of the journey rather than roadblocks. With purpose, even the hardest times are infused with meaning because you understand that they are contributing to the fulfillment of your greater vision. A life lived without purpose can feel aimless, as if you're simply responding to life's demands instead of taking control of your own destiny. But when you live on purpose, you stop living in reaction to the world around you and start living with intention. This intentionality brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. Because you are not just working for success, but for significance. Your actions are no longer driven by the desire to please others or by external expectations. They are aligned with what resonates deeply within you. Purpose also keeps you grounded and focused on what truly matters. In a world that constantly distracts us with fleeting desires and superficial achievements, purpose provides an anchor. It helps you navigate the noise, staying true to the values and mission that matter most. When you are driven by a sense of purpose, your motivations become clearer and your actions more decisive. You stop wasting time on things that do not align with your true goals, and you begin investing your energy into pursuits that will leave a meaningful legacy. Living a purpose-driven life is not about perfection. It's not about having every step figured out. It's about living with passion and determination and trusting that the path will unfold as you take intentional steps toward your purpose. It's the belief that your life has meaning beyond mere existence and that your actions, no matter how small, have the power to contribute to a greater good. Purpose doesn't just enrich your own life, it impacts those around you as well, inspiring them to find their own sense of direction and live with intent. A purpose-driven life transforms everything. It brings fulfillment in the present while propelling you toward a future that is not just successful but deeply meaningful. It is the difference between living for the moment and living for something greater than yourself. When you live with purpose, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life, impacting the world around you in ways you might never fully comprehend. A mindset shift is one of the most powerful and transformative changes you can make in your life. The way you perceive the world and your circumstances determines how you react to them. Your mindset shapes not only your thoughts, but also your emotions and actions. It is the lens through which you see yourself and the possibilities before you. A shift in mindset is not simply a change in how you think, it's a change in how you approach life itself. And it's essential for growth and success. A fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence are static, limits your potential. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges, give up easily, and see failure as a reflection of their inadequacy. This type of mindset creates a barrier to growth because it assumes that whatever you're born with is all you'll ever have. However, a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, opens up endless possibilities. With a growth mindset, you understand that effort is the key to improvement, and challenges are opportunities to expand your skills and knowledge. Rather than seeing failure as something to fear, you see it as part of the learning process. The power of a mindset shift lies in how it transforms your approach to obstacles. Life will always present challenges. These are not signs of weakness, nor are they indications that you're on the wrong path. A mindset shift allows you to view obstacles as stepping stones, not roadblocks. You begin to see challenges, opportunities for growth, for building resilience, and for expanding your capabilities. With this new perspective, difficulties become less intimidating. They no longer have the power to paralyze you with fear or doubt. Instead, they motivate you to rise above them. And a shift in mindset also affects the way you perceive success. If you have a fixed mindset, you might see success as a final destination, something that only a select few can achieve. But with a growth mindset, success becomes a journey, not a destination. You begin to see progress as success. Every small step you take towards your goal is a victory, and every setback is an opportunity to learn and adjust. This perspective prevents burnout because you no longer measure your worth by the outcome of a single event, but by your continuous improvement and effort. Your mindset also affects the way you respond to feedback. People with a fixed mindset tend to be defensive when given constructive criticism, viewing it as a threat to their identity. On the other hand, a growth mindset sees feedback as a gift and opportunity for self-improvement. When you adopt a growth mindset, you become more open to learning from others, more willing to accept that you don't have all the answers, and more eager to seek out opportunities for self-development. Changing your mindset is not something that happens overnight. It takes time, effort, and persistence. It requires you to question all beliefs and patterns of thinking that have kept you stuck in a limited view of yourself and the world. However, with intentional effort, you can reshape the way you think. It starts with changing your language. The words you use shape your thoughts. Instead of saying, I can't say, instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on how you can make it right. This shift in language will begin to shift your internal dialogue, and over time, your perception of what's possible will expand. A mindset shift empowers you to take control of your life. It places the responsibility for your growth squarely in your hands. When you embrace the belief that growth is possible, no matter where you start, you unlock your true potential. The world becomes full of possibilities because you no longer see yourself as limited by your current circumstances. Instead, you see yourself as someone who is constantly evolving, someone who has the ability to overcome any challenge and achieve any goal. This shift is the catalyst for extraordinary change, because once you change the way you think, you change the way you live. Continuous learning is the fuel that drives personal and professional growth. It is the mindset that we never truly know everything and that there is always more to discover, explore, and understand. In a world that is constantly evolving, the need for ongoing education has never been more critical. Learning doesn't stop once we leave school or complete a formal education. In fact, the most successful people are those who make learning a lifelong commitment. It's not simply about acquiring knowledge, it's about developing the ability to adapt, innovate, and stay relevant in a world that is in perpetual motion. When you commit to continuous learning, you embrace the idea that your development doesn't end. Each day brings new opportunities to gain knowledge and expand your perspective. This could come in many forms: reading books, attending seminars, engaging in conversations with people who challenge your thinking, or learning from your own experiences. Every interaction and every moment has the potential to teach you something new. It's not just about gaining facts and figures, but about sharpening your thinking, enhancing your problem-solving skills, and building a deeper understanding of the world around you. One of the greatest benefits of continuous learning is the ability to adapt to change. The world around us is in a constant state of flux. Technology advances, industries evolve, and social dynamics shift. Those who stop learning are left behind, while those who continue to grow are able to pivot and thrive. Embracing continuous learning means that you are always prepared for the next phase, the next opportunity, or the next challenge. You learn how to stay flexible and resilient no matter how much the landscape changes. Continuous learning feeds curiosity. It opens the door to new ideas and perspectives that you may not have considered before. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is yet to know. This awareness sparks a desire to explore further, and as you dive deeper into new subjects, you begin to make connections and see patterns that were once hidden. This expands your creativity and ability to innovate, which are essential in navigating today's fast-paced, competitive world. Learning is the antidote to stagnation. It keeps your mind sharp, your ideas fresh, and your ability to adapt intact. To expanding your knowledge and skills, continuous learning also strengthens your self-confidence. As you acquire new knowledge, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. This understanding empowers you to face challenges with more certainty because you know that you have the tools to handle whatever comes your way. Each new piece of knowledge adds to your growing reservoir of confidence, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Lifelong learning leads to personal fulfillment. The more you learn, the more you can contribute to others. Knowledge allows you to make better decisions, solve problems more effectively, and offer value to those around you. It enriches your relationships because you become a better communicator, a better listener, and a more well-rounded individual. As you learn and grow, you become a resource for others, sharing insights, wisdom, and guidance that can uplift and inspire those around you. It brings purpose as each lesson learned adds to your ability to contribute meaningfully to your community and the world. The act of learning itself is a reflection of humility. It's the recognition that we do not know it all, that there is always room to grow, and that we are all in a continual process of evolution. When you choose to be a lifelong learner, you demonstrate that you are open to feedback, open to change, and willing to put in the effort required to grow. It means stepping outside of your comfort zone, challenging your assumptions, and being willing to make mistakes along the way. This humility is the foundation for true mastery because it keeps you grounded, focused, and open to new ideas no matter where you are in your journey. In the end, continuous learning is not just about acquiring information. It's about growth, mental, emotional, and even spiritual. It is the recognition that learning is a lifelong process, and that every experience, every interaction, every moment offers the potential for growth. It enables you to navigate life with curiosity, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose, knowing that every day is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and utilize emotions effectively in both yourself and others. It's not about suppressing feelings or ignoring them. Rather, it's about recognizing emotions as valuable signals and learning how to respond to them in ways that foster growth, connection, and well-being. Emotional intelligence is the foundation for building strong, healthy relationships and navigating the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. It involves a deep understanding of one's own emotional states and the ability to empathize with others, as well as the capacity to manage interpersonal dynamics in a constructive way. The first key aspect of emotional intelligence is self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions. Self-awareness means being attuned to your feelings as they arise and understanding how those emotions influence your thoughts and behavior. When you are self-aware, you are less likely to act impulsively or let your emotions dictate your actions. Instead, you can pause, reflect, and choose a response that is thoughtful and intentional. Self-awareness also means acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses and being honest with yourself about your emotional triggers and patterns. By understanding what makes you feel angry, frustrated, or joyful, you can anticipate how you might respond in different situations and make better choices about how to engage with the world. The next component of emotional intelligence is self-regulation, which refers to the ability to manage your emotions in healthy and constructive ways. Self-regulation is not about repressing your feelings, but rather about understanding them and channeling them in productive directions. When you are able to regulate your emotions, you don't let stress, frustration, or anxiety control your behavior. Instead, you choose how to respond. For example, when faced with a stressful situation, instead of reacting with anger or panic, you can take a step back, breathe, and respond in a calm, measured way. Self-regulation also involves the ability to stay composed and focused even in the face of adversity, and to remain adaptable when unexpected challenges arise. Empathy is another cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to put yourself in their shoes and see the world from their perspective. Empathy allows you to connect with others on a deeper level, as it shows that you care about their emotions and experiences. It's the ability to listen with an open heart and truly understand what someone else is going through, whether they are experiencing joy or pain. Empathy helps build trust and rapport, because it makes people feel heard and valued. It's a powerful tool for building relationships, both personally and professionally, because it fosters a sense of connection and mutual understanding. To self-awareness, self-regulation, and empathy, emotional intelligence also involves social skills, the ability to navigate and manage relationships effectively. Social skills encompass a wide range of abilities such as communication, conflict resolution, collaboration, and persuasion. People with high emotional intelligence are skilled at building positive relationships and creating an environment of cooperation and respect. They are adept at reading social cues, understanding nonverbal communication, and adjusting their behavior to fit the needs of the situation. Social skills also involve the ability to handle conflicts in a constructive way, seeking win-win solutions rather than escalating tension or avoiding difficult conversations. By cultivating strong social skills, you can create an atmosphere of trust and support where open communication and mutual respect thrive. Another important aspect of emotional intelligence is emotional resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, stay motivated in the face of adversity, and maintain a positive outlook despite challenges. Emotional resilience is crucial for navigating the inevitable ups and downs of life. It allows you to maintain a sense of inner strength and composure, even in difficult circumstances. People with high emotional resilience are able to bounce back from disappointments or failures without becoming discouraged or losing hope. They understand that setbacks are a natural part of life and view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Emotional resilience helps you stay focused on your goals, keep moving forward, and maintain a sense of purpose even when faced with obstacles. The benefits of emotional intelligence extend far beyond personal growth. In relationships, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, emotional intelligence fosters deeper connections, mutual respect, and understanding. It enables people to work together more effectively, communicate more openly, and resolve conflicts in a healthy way. In the workplace, emotional intelligence is a key factor in leadership, collaboration, and team dynamics. Leaders who possess emotional intelligence can inspire and motivate their teams, navigate difficult conversations, and create a positive work environment. Emotional intelligence is also essential in customer service, sales, and any field that requires interpersonal interaction. It allows you to connect with others on an emotional level, making them feel valued, understood, and respected. Emotional intelligence has a profound impact on mental and physical health. When you are able to manage your emotions effectively, you are less likely to experience the harmful effects of chronic stress, anxiety, or depression. You are better equipped to handle the pressures of life, maintain a balanced perspective, and stay grounded in difficult times. The ability to regulate your emotions can lead to improved well-being, as it reduces the likelihood of emotional overwhelm or burnout. Emotional intelligence also contributes to a sense of fulfillment and happiness, as it enables you to create meaningful, supportive relationships and to navigate life's challenges with resilience and optimism. Emotional intelligence is not a fixed trait. It is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. It requires a commitment to self-awareness, a willingness to grow, and an openness to learning from your experiences and interactions with others. By cultivating emotional intelligence, you can enhance your relationships, achieve greater success in both your personal and professional life, and lead a more fulfilling, balanced existence. It is the key to mastering both your inner world and your external relationships, creating harmony within yourself and with others. Discipline and consistency are the cornerstones of success, and they serve as the glue that holds together all the efforts you make toward achieving your goals. These two qualities work in tandem to ensure that progress is not only made, but also sustained over time. While talent and intelligence may open doors, it is discipline and consistency that keep them open and allow you to continue advancing. Discipline is the ability to control your behavior and actions, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is the ability to perform a task or make an effort repeatedly day in and day out, regardless of circumstances. Together, these qualities form the foundation for long-term achievement and personal growth. Discipline begins with self-control. It's about making choices in alignment with your goals, even when temptation, distraction, or fatigue might urge you in a different direction. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. The ability to delay gratification is at the heart of discipline. Whether it's waking up early to exercise, sticking to a budget, or dedicating time to study or work, discipline allows you to make decisions that are not based on immediate comfort, but on the long-term benefits that will lead you to your desired outcome. It's easy to make excuses or give in to procrastination, but discipline requires you to push past those temporary feelings and stay focused on the bigger picture. Consistency is what ensures that your efforts add up over time. It's not about grand gestures or bursts of activity. It's about the steady, regular effort that compounds to produce lasting results. Consistency means showing up every day, doing the work and making small improvements, even when you don't see immediate results. It's easy to feel discouraged if you don't see progress right away. But consistency teaches you that small, consistent actions eventually lead to significant achievements. It's through consistent effort that mastery is achieved, as incremental growth builds up over time and compounds in ways that are often not immediately visible. Both discipline and consistency require commitment and a clear sense of purpose. Without a clear sense of why you are pursuing a goal, it becomes easy to lose motivation and give in to distractions. When you are disciplined, you have the ability to stay focused on that purpose even in the face of challenges. When you are consistent, you trust that every small step is one that brings you closer to your larger goal. This is where many people falter. They start off strong but lack the staying power to continue when things get tough or when progress seems slow. It's in these moments that discipline and consistency shine the brightest, as they are the driving forces that help you push through difficulty. The process of developing discipline and consistency is often uncomfortable. It's easy to follow through when motivation is high, but real growth happens when you do the work, even when you're not motivated. Building these traits requires a mindset shift where you prioritize long-term rewards over short-term comforts. It's also important to remember that consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means commitment to showing up and giving your best effort, even if it's not always your best day. Perfectionism can be a stumbling block to consistency because it leads to self-criticism and discouragement. Instead, consistency is about progress, not perfection. Discipline and consistency also have a profound impact on self-esteem and confidence. When you commit to something and follow through, even when it's hard, you build a sense of self-trust. You begin to believe in your ability to meet your commitments and to face challenges with resilience. This sense of confidence strengthens your resolve and empowers you to tackle bigger challenges with the same steady effort. The more you practice discipline and consistency, the more you recognize that your success is not dependent on circumstances or fleeting inspiration, but on your ability to do the work consistently, regardless of how you feel in the moment. These qualities extend beyond achieving personal goals. They influence your professional life, relationships, and overall character. In the workplace, discipline and consistency lead to reliability and excellence. Colleagues and employers value those who consistently produce high-quality work and who can be counted on to follow through. In relationships, consistency builds trust, and discipline strengthens the bonds you share with others as you demonstrate that you are dependable and committed. In your character, discipline and consistency foster a deep sense of integrity. They help you become the person you aspire to be, someone who is dependable, reliable, and capable of achieving their goals. There is also a deeper, more transformative element to discipline and consistency. They shape your habits. Every action repeated over time forms a habit. Whether positive or negative, habits are the unconscious patterns that drive your life. When you practice discipline and consistency, you are consciously creating good habits that serve you, habits that will guide you toward your long-term success. Positive habits cultivated through discipline and consistency help you work efficiently, manage your time effectively, and avoid distractions. Over time, these habits become second nature, making success feel almost effortless because you've programmed your life in alignment with your values and goals. It's important to understand that discipline and consistency are not about doing everything perfectly or doing it all at once. They are about making deliberate, sustained efforts toward your goals, day after day, with the understanding that results will come over time. The power of these qualities lies in their ability to build momentum. At first, the effort might feel slow and tedious, but as you continue to apply discipline and remain consistent, you will begin to see the results of your hard work compound and multiply. The initial struggles fade into the background as the consistency pays off. And you look back and realize how far you've come. The key to true success is the ability to remain disciplined and consistent regardless of external circumstances or internal doubts. It's in the quiet, everyday choices that real transformation occurs. By cultivating these two qualities, you can achieve extraordinary results, not because you were exceptionally talented or lucky, but because you were willing to show up, put in the work, and remain steadfast in your pursuit of excellence. Discipline and consistency are the keys that unlock the door to your potential, and they will guide you toward a future of growth, fulfillment, and achievement. Relationships and networking are foundational elements in both personal and professional success. At their core, relationships are about connecting with others on a human level, sharing experiences, and offering mutual support. Networking takes this connection a step further by intentionally building a web of relationships that can be leveraged to create opportunities, share knowledge, and foster growth. While relationships can be built over time through genuine interactions, networking involves actively engaging with others to expand your circle of influence and create valuable partnerships. At the heart of any meaningful relationship is trust. Trust is built through consistent actions, open communication, and mutual respect. Whether in personal or professional settings, trust is the bond that strengthens relationships. Without trust, relationships struggle to thrive, and networking becomes ineffective. Trust allows you to be vulnerable with others, knowing that they have your best interests at heart, and it encourages them to open up as well. It's through this vulnerability that deeper connections are formed, whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, or potential business partners. Building trust requires patience, honesty, and integrity. It's not something that happens overnight, but over time, through repeated interactions that show you are reliable, supportive, and sincere. Building relationships goes beyond just connecting with people for personal gain. It's about offering something of value in return. In both personal and professional settings, relationships thrive when there is a genuine exchange of energy. This exchange may come in the form of knowledge, advice, encouragement, or even simply listening. When you invest in others and show a genuine interest in their well-being, you create an environment where people feel valued and are more likely to reciprocate. Offering your time, insights, and assistance without expecting immediate returns creates a positive dynamic where both parties benefit. True relationships are not transactional. They are rooted in the desire to lift each other up, share experiences, and grow together. Networking takes this idea and amplifies it in a more intentional way. While relationships tend to develop naturally through shared experiences, networking requires an active approach. It's about building a strategic web of connections with people who share similar goals, values, or professional interests. Networking is about creating an ecosystem where everyone can learn from one another, collaborate, and open doors to new opportunities. However, Effective networking is not about collecting business cards or having a wide range of acquaintances. It's about nurturing meaningful connections with people who can help you grow and who you can help in return. The most successful networks are built on a foundation of trust, where relationships are valued over mere transactions. When you focus on building genuine, authentic connections, your network becomes a source of support, guidance, and opportunity. One of the key aspects of networking is the ability to be of service to others. While it's easy to approach networking with the mindset of what can I gain from this, the true power of networking lies in the mindset of what can I offer. When you approach relationships with the intent to give rather than just take, you quickly become known as someone who is generous and helpful, and this in turn creates goodwill that benefits everyone. By offering advice, insights, or resources, you create a value exchange that not only strengthens the relationship but also positions you as a reliable and trusted individual within your network. Over time, this generosity pays dividends as people will be more likely to help you when the need arises. In both relationships and networking, communication is a vital component. Effective communication involves not just speaking clearly, but also listening attentively. In relationships, good communication is key to understanding one another's needs, feelings, and perspectives. It fosters connection and ensures that both parties are on the same page, preventing misunderstandings and building rapport. In networking, communication is equally important. It's about presenting yourself in a way that resonates with others, sharing your goals and values in a way that invites collaboration, and listening actively to understand how you can support others. Good communicators are also skilled at following up and keeping in touch, ensuring that relationships remain strong and that opportunities for collaboration continue to grow. Networking and relationships are also about resilience and long-term commitment. Not every connection will turn into an immediate opportunity, and not every relationship will flourish right away. Building a strong network or a meaningful relationship takes time, effort, and consistency. There will be challenges along the way. There will be times when relationships feel strained or when networking doesn't seem to yield immediate results. However, the key to success lies in persistence and consistency. By continuing to nurture your relationships, staying in touch, and offering value even when things seem quiet, you will eventually see the fruits of your labor. In this sense, networking is a long-term strategy, not a quick fix. The relationships you build today will open doors for you in the future, often in ways you might not expect. In professional environments, relationships and networking are often linked to career growth and success. Many job opportunities, partnerships, and collaborations arise not from traditional job searching or advertising, but through word of mouth, recommendations, or introductions made through trusted connections. The most successful professionals often have the strongest networks, not because they are the most qualified, but because they have built and nurtured relationships with people who are willing to open doors for them. Networking provides access to opportunities, but it also provides guidance, mentorship, and a sense of belonging. Whether you are seeking advice, a new career opportunity, or simply looking for like-minded individuals to collaborate with, your network is often your greatest asset. Relationships and networking are about creating a community of people who share your values, support your goals, and challenge you to grow. These connections not only help you navigate personal and professional challenges, but also allow you to contribute to the success and well-being of others. Building a network of meaningful relationships requires a genuine commitment to connecting, giving, and supporting others. When you approach both relationships and networking with authenticity and a spirit of service, you create a lasting impact not only in your own life, but in the lives of those around you. Very strong relationships provide the foundation for personal fulfillment and professional achievement, and networking ensures that you never have to navigate life alone. Time management is an essential skill that enables individuals to make the most of their limited time and resources. In a world filled with distractions, constant demands, and competing priorities, the ability to effectively manage your time is one of the most valuable tools for personal and professional success. Time is a finite resource. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's gone. This makes it all the more important to use it wisely, to focus on what truly matters, and to align your actions with your long-term goals. Effective time management is not just about getting more done, it's about getting the right things done in a way that maximizes your productivity, minimizes stress, and brings balance to your life. The first key element of time management is prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal, and learning to differentiate between what's urgent, important, and what can wait is crucial. Prioritization allows you to focus your energy on the tasks that align with your goals and values, while ensuring that you're not bogged down by less important or irrelevant activities. It's easy to get caught up in the business of life, reacting to every demand as it comes, but effective time management requires you to be intentional about where you invest your time. It means recognizing that not everything deserves your immediate attention, and that saying no to certain tasks is just as important as saying yes to the right ones. Another critical aspect of time management is planning. Time doesn't just pass by, it's something you can structure and organize to suit your needs. Planning involves setting clear goals, breaking those goals down into manageable steps, and creating a roadmap to guide you toward their completion. By having a clear plan in place, you can avoid wasting time on unnecessary or redundant tasks and stay focused on your end goal. A well-structured plan helps you stay organized and ensures that you are using your time in the most efficient and effective way possible. This might include creating to-do lists, using calendars or planners, or setting reminders to help you stay on track. To planning, time management requires the ability to avoid procrastination. Procrastination is one of the biggest barriers to effective time management. It can be easy to put off tasks that seem overwhelming, boring, or challenging, but delaying them only leads to greater stress and less productivity. Overcoming procrastination involves understanding the underlying reasons for delaying tasks and addressing those reasons head-on. It may mean breaking large tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces, or committing to working on a task for just a short, focused period of time. Once you get started, you often find that the task is not as daunting as it seemed. Developing the discipline to begin work promptly, even when it's uncomfortable, is key to managing your time effectively. Delegation is another vital component of time management, particularly when you have too many tasks on your plate. Delegating involves recognizing that you don't need to do everything yourself. Sometimes the most efficient way to manage your time is by sharing responsibilities with others who can help. This could be a colleague, a team member, or even someone in your personal life. Delegation requires trust and communication, as you need to ensure that others have the necessary resources and understanding to complete tasks successfully. By sharing the workload, you free up time to focus on what you do best and ensure that other tasks are completed in a timely and effective manner. Effective time management also involves setting boundaries and saying no when necessary. In our modern, fast-paced world, it's easy to feel obligated to say yes to every request, invitation, or opportunity that comes your way. However, saying yes to everything can lead to overwhelm and burnout. Setting boundaries is about protecting your time and energy by recognizing when you simply cannot take on more responsibilities without sacrificing your well-being or the quality of your work. It's about being honest with yourself and others about your limits and recognizing that saying no is not a sign of weakness but of strength. It's an act of self-care that ensures you have enough time and energy to focus on what truly matters. Time management also requires flexibility and the ability to adapt when unexpected situations arise. Life is unpredictable and sometimes things don't go according to plan. While it's important to have a plan, it's equally important to be able to adjust that plan when circumstances change. Flexibility means not becoming overly rigid or stressed when things don't go as expected. Instead, it's about remaining calm, reassessing priorities, and making adjustments to keep moving forward. Whether it's dealing with a sudden emergency, a last-minute change in a project, or an unexpected interruption, the ability to adapt is essential for managing time effectively in a world that is constantly shifting. One of the most important aspects of time management is knowing when to take breaks and rest. While it might seem counterproductive to step away from your tasks, taking regular breaks is essential for maintaining focus, energy, and productivity. Working non-stop without rest can lead to burnout and decreased efficiency. Breaks allow you to recharge, refocus, and come back to your tasks with renewed energy and clarity. It's important to build breaks into your schedule, whether it's a short walk, a meditation session, or simply taking a few minutes to clear your mind. Taking care of your physical and mental well-being ultimately leads to better performance and more effective time management in the long run. Another important principle of time management is minimizing distractions. In the age of constant connectivity, distractions are everywhere: emails, social media, phone notifications, and a myriad of other interruptions. These distractions can quickly derail your productivity and make it difficult to focus on the tasks at hand. Managing distractions involves being mindful of how you use your time and creating an environment that supports concentration. This might involve turning off notifications, setting designated times for checking email, or creating a dedicated workspace that minimizes external interruptions. By reducing distractions, you increase your ability to focus and complete tasks more efficiently. Effective time management is not just about work, it's about balancing work with personal life, health, and well-being. It's about creating space for relaxation, hobbies, family, and self-care. Time management allows you to allocate time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit, ensuring that you maintain balance and avoid burnout. It's easy to become so focused on achieving your goals that you neglect other areas of your life, but true success comes from finding harmony between all aspects of life. Time management is about living intentionally, making conscious choices about where you invest your time, and ensuring that you're prioritizing the things that contribute to your overall happiness and fulfillment. Mastering time management is an ongoing process of learning and adapting. It requires practice, patience, and the willingness to refine your approach as your priorities change. By consistently applying the principles of prioritization, planning, delegation, and adaptability, you can take control of your time, reduce stress, and create more space for what truly matters in your life. Time management is not just a skill, it's a mindset that empowers you to live with purpose and intention, making every moment count. Overcoming fear and doubt is a fundamental step in achieving personal growth, unlocking potential, and moving forward with purpose. Fear and doubt are universal experiences, but they are also among the most powerful barriers to success. While fear is an instinctive response to perceived danger, doubt often arises from uncertainty, insecurity, or a lack of self-confidence. Together, they can paralyze action, erode self-belief, and prevent individuals from pursuing their dreams. However, the key to overcoming these emotions lies not in eliminating them entirely, but in learning to manage and transform them into tools for growth. Fear often stems from the unknown. It's a natural response to situations where the outcome is uncertain or where failure seems imminent. Many people are afraid of failure, rejection, or making mistakes, but it's important to realize that fear, in many cases, is simply a reflection of our mind's tendency to magnify risks and dangers. Fear can cloud our judgment, cause us to overestimate challenges, and prevent us from taking calculated risks that are necessary for progress. Understanding that fear is a part of life and is often exaggerated by our imaginations can help diminish its power over us. The more we confront our fears, the more we realize that the things we fear are often not as catastrophic as we initially believed. Doubt, on the other hand, is a product of our internal dialogue and often arises from a lack of confidence in our abilities. Self-doubt is the inner critic that questions whether we are good enough, capable enough, or deserving of success. It tells us that we aren't ready or that we will fail before we even try. The most common cause of doubt is the comparison game, where we measure our abilities against the accomplishments of others, often leading us to feel inferior or inadequate. This inner voice can become so convincing that it holds us back from pursuing our goals. However, recognizing that doubt is a normal part of the human experience and is not a reflection of our true abilities is the first step in overcoming it. The process of overcoming fear and doubt begins with self-awareness. Understanding that these feelings are natural and acknowledging their presence is crucial. It's important not to suppress or deny fear and doubt, as doing so only makes them more powerful. Instead, face them head on. Recognize the source of your fear and doubt, whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or a lack of belief in your own abilities. Understand that these emotions do not define who you are or what you are capable of. Fear and doubt are temporary states, and once you confront them, you begin to take away their power. A powerful technique for overcoming fear and doubt is reframing your mindset. Instead of viewing fear as something to be avoided, begin to see it as a signal for growth. Fear is often a sign that you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and are on the verge of growth or change. Instead of allowing fear to stop you, embrace it as a sign that you are challenging yourself and pushing your limits. When you begin to view fear as a natural part of the growth process, it loses its ability to control you. Similarly, when doubt creeps in, reframe it as an opportunity for self-reflection. Use doubt as a motivator to work harder, prepare more, and prove to yourself that you have the strength and abilities to succeed. Another effective strategy in overcoming fear and doubt is to break your goals down into smaller, manageable steps. Fear often arises when we see a goal as too big or overwhelming. When we focus on the end result, the distance between where we are and where we want to be can seem insurmountable. But by breaking the goal into smaller tasks, we can reduce the intimidation factor and take things one step at a time. Each small victory builds confidence, and as you begin to see progress, the fear and doubt start to dissipate. This approach not only makes the process less daunting, but also creates momentum that propels you forward. Taking action is one of the most effective ways to combat fear and doubt. When fear and doubt take hold, they tend to keep us stagnant, paralyzed in a state of inaction. The longer we delay taking steps toward our goals, the stronger these emotions become. The antidote to this stagnation is action. Even small actions, whether it's making a phone call, writing an outline, or taking one step toward a larger goal, can break the cycle of fear and doubt. Action generates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Once you begin to take action, you start to realize that your fears were often exaggerated and that your doubts were unfounded. Each step you take builds your belief in your ability to succeed. Another important step in overcoming fear and doubt is surrounding yourself with supportive people. The environment you create around yourself plays a significant role in how you perceive fear and doubt. If you surround yourself with people who encourage, uplift, and believe in you, it becomes easier to overcome the negative internal voices that say you're not good enough. Supportive people can help you reframe your perspective, provide you with constructive feedback, and hold you accountable as you work toward your goals. They also remind you that you are not alone in your struggles. Many successful people have faced fear and doubt, and knowing that others have overcome similar obstacles can be a powerful source of inspiration. Self-compassion also plays a critical role in overcoming fear and doubt. Often, fear and doubt arise from a fear of failure or making mistakes. However, it's important to recognize that failure is not the end of the journey, but rather a part of the process. Everyone fails at some point, but it is how we respond to failure that determines our success. Instead of beating yourself up when things don't go as planned, practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, acknowledge your efforts, and learn from your mistakes. This shift in perspective makes it easier to bounce back from setbacks and stay focused on your long-term goals. Visualization can also be a powerful tool for overcoming fear and doubt. Visualizing success can help you push through negative emotions by allowing you to see yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the positive emotions that come with success. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding, you mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, which strengthens your resolve to keep going. The more you visualize success, the more you convince yourself that it is possible, and this belief gradually diminishes fear and doubt. Overcoming fear and doubt is a continuous process, one that requires self-awareness, mindset shifts, action, and support. Fear and doubt are not obstacles that can be eliminated entirely, but are emotions to be managed and transformed. By confronting them directly, reframing your perspective, taking consistent action, and embracing failure as part of the journey, you can break free from their grip and move toward your goals with confidence. When fear and doubt arise, remember that they are not signs of weakness or inability, but natural emotions that arise when you're challenging yourself and growing. Embrace them as part of the process and keep moving forward with purpose, and determination. Gratitude and humility are two profound qualities that, when cultivated, have the power to transform our outlook on life, our relationships, and our ability to succeed. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the goodness in our lives, whether it comes from others or from our own experiences. Humility, on the other hand, is the ability to remain grounded, to acknowledge our limitations, and to honor the contributions and perspectives of others. And together, these qualities form the foundation for a life of contentment, connection, and continuous growth. Gratitude is more than just a feeling, it is a mindset that requires intentionality and practice. In a world that often emphasizes what we lack, gratitude shifts our focus to what we have. When we adopt a grateful mindset, we begin to see the abundance in our lives, no matter how small or large it may seem. We recognize that our health, our relationships, our opportunities, and even the simple moments of joy are gifts that deserve appreciation. Gratitude is not about ignoring the challenges or difficulties we face, but about acknowledging the positives even in the midst of adversity. By focusing on the things we are thankful for, we train our minds to notice the beauty and goodness that already exist in our lives. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of contentment and peace, as we come to realize that we don't need more to feel fulfilled, we simply need to appreciate what we already have. To fostering contentment, gratitude deepens our relationships with others. When we express genuine gratitude to the people around us, we not only lift their spirits, but also strengthen the bonds between us. Gratitude serves as a powerful connector, creating an atmosphere of mutual appreciation and respect. Whether it's thanking a colleague for their support, expressing love and appreciation to a family member, or simply acknowledging a stranger's kindness, gratitude cultivates a sense of belonging and interconnectedness. By making gratitude a regular practice in our lives, we create a ripple effect that spreads positivity and encouragement to those we interact with. This not only enhances the quality of our relationships, but also contributes to a more compassionate and supportive environment. Humility, much like gratitude, is a practice that requires awareness and intentionality. Humility is the recognition that despite our achievements or knowledge, we are not superior to others. It is an acknowledgement that every person has value and that our success is not solely the result of our own efforts, but is often a product of the support, opportunities, and circumstances that surround us. Humility allows us to remain open to learning, to recognize that there is always more to understand, and to be receptive to the wisdom and perspectives of others. It helps us navigate life with a sense of grace and respect, avoiding arrogance or entitlement. When we approach life with humility, we create space for collaboration, cooperation, and mutual growth. Humility is not about downplaying our strengths or achievements, but rather about maintaining an awareness of the interconnectedness of all people and recognizing that we are part of something larger than ourselves. Humility also fosters a sense of resilience. When we remain humble, we are less likely to be devastated by failure or setbacks. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of our inadequacy, we view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Humility allows us to accept criticism without defensiveness and to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity rather than ego. When we are humble, we are more likely to ask for help when we need it and to recognize the value of others' input. This openness not only leads to personal growth, but also contributes to a spirit of collaboration and teamwork. By embracing humility, we build strong, supportive relationships and create an environment where success is shared rather than hoarded. Both gratitude and humility also contribute to our sense of self-worth. Often we base our value on external achievements or the opinions of others. However, by practicing gratitude, we learn to find value in who we are, not just what we accomplish. Gratitude teaches us to appreciate our own journey, recognizing the progress we've made and the qualities that make us unique. Humility complements this by reminding us that our worth is not determined by comparison to others, but by our inherent value as human beings. Humility enables us to appreciate our own strengths without arrogance and to accept our imperfections with grace. When we are grateful for who we are and humble in our approach to life, we develop a strong, unwavering sense of self-worth that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. Another important aspect of gratitude and humility is their ability to foster a sense of perspective. Life is often unpredictable, and we can face times of hardship, frustration, or loss. In these moments, it can be easy to become overwhelmed by negativity or to focus solely on what is wrong. However, gratitude allows us to maintain perspective by reminding us of the things that are still going well in our lives. Even during difficult times, there are always elements of life that we can be thankful for, whether it's the support of loved ones, the opportunity to learn from challenges, or the simple joys that bring comfort. Humility helps us keep perspective by reminding us that no situation is permanent and that all things are part of a larger journey. It encourages us to approach life with patience and faith, knowing that our current struggles do not define our entire existence. Gratitude and humility also have the power to create a positive feedback loop. When we express gratitude, we often inspire others to do the same. When we approach life with humility, we invite others to feel comfortable in their own humility and to engage in meaningful, supportive interactions. By living with gratitude and humility, we not only improve our own lives, but also create a ripple effect that spreads to those around us. This positive energy becomes contagious, leading to a more harmonious and compassionate environment where people are encouraged to support, uplift, and appreciate one another. Through this collective approach, we create a community of people who are grounded in gratitude and humility, working together to make the world a better place. Gratitude and humility, while simple in concept, are powerful in their impact. They remind us that life is not just about what we can get, but about what we can give. They encourage us to live with an open heart, to be mindful of the blessings in our lives, and to approach others with respect and kindness. These qualities not only enhance our personal well-being, but also contribute to stronger, more supportive relationships and a more compassionate world. When we live with gratitude and humility, we open ourselves to the fullness of life and invite others to join us on a journey of growth, connection, and shared success. Gratitude and humility are not just virtues to be admired, they are the foundations upon which a meaningful and impactful life is built. They empower us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. They allow us to approach life with a sense of grace, respect, and openness, recognizing the value in every person and every experience. By embracing gratitude, we cultivate deeper relationships, greater resilience, and a more positive outlook on life. Through humility, we stay grounded, receptive to growth, and connected to the collective strength of those around us. As we move forward in our lives, let us remember that the true measure of success is not found in what we accumulate or achieve alone, but in the way we live, the people we uplift, and the lives we touch. Let gratitude fill our hearts and humility guide our actions, so that we may inspire, elevate, and be a positive force in the world. When we live with gratitude and humility, we are not only transforming ourselves, but we are also creating ripples of goodness that can change the world. Let these principles be our compass, and together we can build a future marked by compassion, understanding, and collective success.